I'm Nick and welcome to Albury Vineyard, here in the heart of the Surrey Hills near Guildford. Our vineyard was planted about 11 years ago now, and we have 20,000 vines producing mainly sparkling and still rosé. What we're going to do today is take you on a little tour of the vineyard to give you an insight as to what happens here on a day-to-day basis. I'd now like to introduce you to Alex, our vineyard manager, who's going to take you on a little tour of the vineyard to see how the vines are getting on.
So let's see how these vines are doing. Spring just started. The vines have started to grow approximately 3 weeks ago. They were tiny little buds then, and now they're already showing like shoots. They're showing 2 to 3 leaves. This is a very critical stage of the growth of the vines because they're extremely susceptible to changes in temperature, and in particular the spring frost that we all threaten about. So at this time of the year we are on frost watch. We're coming out in the middle of the night and we try to raise the temperature around the vineyard to protect these little shoots. They're the important things because they're the one that they carry the flowers and then the precious grapes that will end up in that glass of wine that hopefully you'll be tasting with us later on. And the vines that are growing here are Chardonnay. Chardonnay is one of the varieties that go into the classic blend of a cuvée. Along with the white variety Chardonnay, we grow 2 red varieties, Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. Those 2 are very important too for the blend of the cuvée, but also particularly special to us because they go into the blend of our Silent Pool Still Rosé. To your eyes perhaps don't look very different at this stage, but they are clearly showing a difference in growth habit already. The Pinot Noir is slightly more advanced than the Pinot Meunier, and if you look closely, they're different in color. The Pinot Noir is slightly more greener leaves, the Pinot Meunier has got a dusting on it. And that's what Meunier means, a dusting of flower. An important operation that we do at this time of the year is called bud rubbing. And it consists in remove all the buds that they are growing along the trunk of the vine because they are not important. The important bits happening up here. This is what we want to grow nice and strong and healthy. So we do go along, and per each trunk we remove those buds. Albury is not just an organic vineyard. We are a biodynamic vineyard, which is a bit like the essence of being organic. And we're very much focused on biodiversity. And here is our bag hotel, made with the help of Sheer Kitchen and the local school. When we talk about biodiversity, we don't just mean the pretty insect that we see flying around, like the butterfly, the bees, the parasitic wasp, the one that they live in our bag hotel. We also talk about biodiversity in terms of variety of plants, but more specific in terms of what's happening underneath at soil level. So what we create in a biodynamic farm is harmony with the soil, the plant and the surrounding. And this particular clone of Pinot Noir is my pride and joy. This is where I come when I need to sit down and relax with a glass of wine in my hand.
Okay, so we're going to taste 2 of our award-winning wines here. The first is our Silent Pool Rosé, which was special to us, is special to us because it was our first wine that we ever produced back in 2012. And it's made from Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier, the 2 red grapes. And it's similar in many ways to a Provence Rosé. If you like Provence Rosés, you'll love this. It's dry, fresh, but it's got quite a lot of summer fruit flavours in it. Some people describe it as strawberries and cream. Lovely. The second wine we're going to taste is our classic cuvée. It's an English sparkling wine made from the classic champagne grape varieties of Chardonnay, Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. It's a dry wine made in the same way as champagne, using the classic method, and as well as it being sort of fairly dry and crisp and fresh, it has some summer fruit flavours that come from the red grapes of Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. Cheers.